Hi guys, and welcome back to another Let's Build episode. So last time we were building up back on the waterfront and we built the merchant's warehouse, the merchant guild's warehouse. In this episode we're going to fill in some of the gaps and make some interesting places around the docks, just finishing up some of the details around there and expanding. Now if you're new to the channel at all, we do a lot of time lapses and tutorials just like this one. So make sure to hit that subscribe button. Also guys, if you're new to this series at all, or the Let's Build Pataria series, I'll leave a link in the card above, as well as in the description, to not only the full Let's Build Lordsport series, but also the Let's Build Pataria series. Anyway, let's get into some building. So to start off, we had this area next to the Merchants Guild kind of building that we've got on the side, the warehouse. I thought actually rather than just having either a big path, because that was one of the things I could think of was having a really big road coming in here, I actually thought, you know what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to cut this out, make it look a little bit more interesting, have a bit of a curve on this wall going down here, and we can actually have a merchant who's set up shop. So for this one in particular, what I've decided to do is actually have sails and have rope. So they don't make it here, but they do sell it to any ships that need urgent repair. Maybe they kind of are a go-between to, you know, other merchants that have their craft and build their craft up from that side. Now around the back part of the merchant's warehouse, I wanted to have a nice big entrance because of course all down below, it's all just the warehouses themselves. So how do you actually get up to those rooms? Where are we going to get to the restaurant and to the more, you know, rooms that you can actually stay in, and anything else that we have, conference rooms, you know, maybe even a auction place, those kind of things in here. So I wanted to build it out of stone to make it look more grand. The idea being that although this building is very, very functional and hasn't got as, you know, it's got lots of stone below, but lots of the kind of wood and door above, it still needed some sort of entrance that kind of draws you in and gets you in there. And what I want to do with this area in particular, I decided, is actually to have it more of a courtyard. So we haven't got loads of open spaces in Lordsport, it's very closed in, but I want to make it quite open. And here I've actually built a fish and chips shack. So the idea being that, you know, sailors get off the docks, they can come up here, maybe you go up to the Merchants Guild warehouse and you have to, you know, check in your stock. Things like that, and the sailors would probably end up getting some food. So with food comes ale. So I was thinking, you know what, we need to have a pub. We need to have a real sailors pub. So this, I think I'm going to call it the Black Anvil, and you'll see why in a second. I've actually got an anvil that's outside of it made out of the polished blackstone. If you guys have got a better name than the Black Anvil, then let me know. Or like the Sailor's Arms perhaps was one of the other contenders that I had in my head as well, as being quite popular. But this is going to be a real sailor's bar, so quite tough. Lots of fights that break out. I wanted to have it blue because of course ocean blue, all that kind of thing. I was just thinking, you know, let's go with that. And also this area really doesn't have any blues in the houses, so it kind of fits with everything there. Going with nice blackstone again, so mixing in the blackstone now that we've got that in Minecraft, it's really cool. But I'm really big fan of it. There's actually only one way around into the back of this, so there's a really, really small alleyway which will just go into this back kind of courtyard, and it's really tiny, but this will be almost like a dead end. But the idea being that this becomes a real big feature. So there you go, there's the Black Anvil. I played around with a couple different things using like andesite, and I also wanted to put in a pillar here. So this is a pillar to all of the sailors that have been lost at sea, so it's kind of one of the features of this area, of this courtyard. So we've got lots of tables and chairs outside to fill up this area as well, which looks really cool. So coming around to the main road, we're going to be building quite a lot on this in the next couple of episodes, I expect, as we finish this up in Eastpoint and get to that border between the next district, which is really exciting that we're actually that far. It's been such a big journey. But I want to build another house, this time again playing around with different designs. So I wanted to have on the side of it, had a bit jutting out, that's where we're going to actually have stairs internally going up to each of the apartments or the flats. I really wanted to have that as a feature, and you know, doing that on an angle, and also have just one part of it on the front really jutting out, but the rest of the roof doesn't. So a lot of the roofs or a lot of the buildings really, I've actually pulled this forwards and had it where the upper floors keep on going out. But this one I just wanted to have it on a small part, and it actually makes it really quite a unique building. and I actually think it looks really quite cool. It gives it this kind of like quirky kind of look to it, and it really does look like it's coming forwards, which is, I really like it. So we're gonna have a shop underneath this building on the main street as well. So anyway guys, this is the finished build. So we're going to have in this nice courtyard. I really love how this turned out. We've got the fish and chips shop, which we've got on the side there, just as this nice shack. It's going to be like proper sailors area in here. We've got that pillar to all of the sailors that have been lost at sea, and we've got the black anvil, or the sailor's arms, or another name that you guys come up with that is going to be better. But hopefully you guys have enjoyed this episode. If you have, make sure to comment, like, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys on the next one.